tips and tricks, design inputs, and many other things are in store. So you may have seen the recent announcement 2 days back about the iPhone, and I'm sure that's going to generate a lot of interest. So Raghu is here explicitly to answer those questions. So coverage across mobile platforms, I'm sure is built in. Is there any question that I need to answer? I am from Saskin as a day job, so any logistics related questions? Lunch is going to be served here itself. Restrooms are marked. Water points are made available here. There is a cafe inside should you want to go and buy anything you want. Other than that, if there's anything, just feel free to call out. With that, I think we should start the session. Devashish, it's a pleasure to welcome you today.
So, hello all. As you know, I'm Devashish Paul from MoMoB Systems Bangalore. I work in the mobile team, of course. And today's agenda, as Raja partially pointed out, I'll just go through it. The first section, the introduction section, does not contain any coding or any real-life coding at all. Here I'll be talking about more in terms of best practices in design and development both, and what are Adobe's offerings in terms of to facilitate you to create mobile applications. So those will be covered in the first section, and then I'll jump into the practical sections, which is after the coffee break. So the first practical section will be a small application where I'll touch base upon how to create action scripted animation, and then how to test it in Adobe Device Central. And after that, I'll be sharing some tips and tricks, some basic tips and tricks about flashlight development, how you can optimize the process and you can come up with things very fast and which is efficient and optimal. And then we'll break for lunch. And after that, we have extending the context as Raja pointed out. It is a design section. But if you see that create first flashlight mashup application, I'll be creating a small clicker application where I'll be pulling out the latest. There's an interestingness section in Flickr. I think you might know. So I'll be pulling up that and showing the first top 20 pictures, how to get that. So in that section I'll be covering a lot of things. And after that, the general mobile design guidelines. Here I'll be talking about Adobe's philosophy about creating engaging and compelling design experiences. That will be in a generic term. But yeah, mostly to do with mobile. I assume that there will be people here who are working for digital home products and mobile phones and maybe desktops also. So these guidelines will apply some way or the other in the same way. So I'll ask you to be present in that session. And then I have two demos. The first demo is what is a compelling and an engaging application according to us Adobe. And I have figured out this application idea. So I've seen people wandering around, okay, I can create this, I can create that, and in forums and websites you see things like, small casual games and things like that. But there can be some ideas that can be different. How you can create something new, with flashlight. So that demo will show that. And finally I think with the resources and questions, I will be sharing some links and some books that I can recommend you to start with. And then questions, you're open for the questions afterwards. So that is pretty much it. I know it will be a long session, but I hope I can keep you engaged. So, okay. First, I would like to know about you guys. Some, introduction in terms of, how many people here own an iPhone or a Nokia Android device or a BlackBerry. You can just raise your hand so that I can get a feel of it. Okay. So this is basically the smartphone category or any other portable mobile device that I think everyone would have. Okay, anyone having a personal device which you use? Okay, fine, nice. Okay, so this is a very important thing. Have you downloaded and installed a mobile application? So how many of them? Okay, nice. Okay, new to mobile development, or at least you have created one application for mobile, any platform. Okay. And lastly, anyone iPhone developer here? Okay. Android and Flash mobile developers? Nice. How many of you are Flash developers? Not for mobile, but Flash developers. Okay, nice. So, okay, those are my questions. Now let's start. First, I realize Flash is pervasive. Why so? Because I'll share some data here. 98% of internet-enabled PCs in the world run Flash. In some way or the other. 85% of Alexa's top 100 websites are basically Flash websites, or they are using Flash. And 80% of all the web video is Flash. And more recently, these are the two numbers, like 94% of the internet connected PCs worldwide have installed Flash 10, which is the fastest installed Flash to date. So you can understand the penetration. And here is another offering that we have in terms of platform, which is again growing up. It's for the desktop, and I think you guys know about it. And that is around 2 million installs, and it's still growing. So, okay, Flash and devices. Today's topic is on devices, so we'll concentrate on that. So, where you can find Flash, mobile phones, personalized device. So, that device is called an iRiver. It's a iRiver U10. Flashlight 1.1 is the UI, which is used to create the UI of this whole device. It's embedded in the firmware. Set-top boxes, you can see the interface in the elements in there. So basically, your program guide in the set-top box, which comes like ECG and all, can be done through Flash, and it is happening nowadays. And embedded devices. I don't know how many people know there is a car from Jaguar which has flashlight embedded in the dashboard, and so there also flashlight is available. So we talk about mobile phones now. So Flash is literally on a lot of mobile phones, and believe me, all the phones which you see here are Flash enabled phones. So that's the pictorial definition. But in terms of numbers, by 2009, there will be 1 million Flash enabled devices in the world. Okay, smartphones with Flash. It's a smartphone generation nowadays. Smart generation, I would say. And these are the devices. HTC Android, Sony Ericsson Edo, Palm Pre-Web OS. It was announced in August this year, and they have Flash in some way or the other. And Nokia 9710, of course. You must be thinking, what about the big guys, the iPhone and the BlackBerry? So the good news is, Max was headed in Los Angeles this Monday. It just ended day before yesterday. So there, Adobe makes a lot of announcements every year. So this year, the biggest announcement was, related to mobile devices. The first one is, RIM has partnered with Adobe in the OpenScreen project. That means you will see Flash happening in BlackBerry. And the biggest news was, now with Adobe Flash Professional CS5, you will be able to compile. So there is a compiler in the Flash Professional CS5, which will let you publish your source content as a native iPhone application. So if you write a source content, you can publish it as a published setting, like you do a FlashPlayer 8 or FlashPlayer 9 or FlashLight 3.0. You have a similar menu now saying iPhone, and you can create a iPhone file for that. But this will not ensure that, this was only native application, standalone application. On the web, there's still some problems, but I think we can break that also in the time coming ahead. So I'll talk about what is Flash on mobile evolution, how it started and where we are now, and what is there in the store in the future. So going forward, before 2004, it was a Pocket PC Flash era. There was a FlashPlayer 7, which was available for the Pocket PCs, the Windows Mobile Pocket PCs. That was not FlashLight, but Flash Mobile 7's version. It was not widely used, but we started from there. 2004 to 2005. We saw the first flashlight runtime, which was the FlashLight 1.0 and then forward we had one